Hey, good morning, good afternoon, good evening. How's everybody doing? Aaron, Tommy, and Joe, how you doing? I haven't had a chance to check into that yet, Aaron, but I will. Let's see. Retired too early? I don't think that's possible, is it? But glad to meet you. Hey, aren't you guys? Who are you cheering? Good day, Dave. How you doing? You guys are watching the game, right? Or Jamie is. What's got to be college football, right? Saturday there, I'm guessing, or is it a soccer deal? I don't know. But glad you could make it. I don't know if I met you before, but it looks like maybe I know who it is. So we'll see here in a moment. Grace. Everybody's saying hello to everyone. And very cool. So we did not go to Ubon. My wife wasn't feeling all that great, so it gave me plenty of time to cut the living crud out of my beard, which I did yesterday, and clean the pond yesterday and got rid of what I'm hoping is causing the bacteria, eye infection crap, or whatever I'm getting. So we'll see. I did it the day before, and of course I didn't put on the giant 3M mask that I bought, and I paid for it because not only did I get it, I got it severely to where usually it would come on early evening, and then I'd take pain medication, and you couldn't open your eyes because it was like, it's nasty. And usually that would only last like 2 or 3 hours. It lasted like 8 hours, 9 hours. So needless to say, I'm a little on the tired side too. But yesterday we did it and farted around, and I took those black beads out. That's where I thought that the bottom of that, it isn't built right. I'm going to redo it, and I'm going to add 2 filters to it. But we did that, and I was fine last night. So I kind of stayed away from that. So I'm hoping that's what it is. Hey, Ron John, how you doing, brother? Glad you could make it. Is that your original? It's Ryan, right? I think it's Ryan. I like the name. and it kind of voices what you were saying. And you're back now. You're taking off soon, I think. So I said hi to Ron. There's everybody saying hi to each other. Hey, Chris, he's still working. He's never going to retire. I've come to that conclusion. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to start watching tapes on the Philippines so I can see what it's like. Just kidding, brother. Hope you can retire soon, because as this says here, there's not been a worse truth or statement in the world as retired too early. It's not possible. It's not possible. Unless you're retired and you weren't prepared for it, then you retired too early. Everybody's saying hi to Ryan. And I'm gathering you're in Thailand. I'm just guessing. And I know Mitch is going to be back fairly soon too. I think the wedding is tomorrow, Sunday, U.S. time, whatever. So she didn't feel all that great. And then they're getting really. They sent some more. They sent a little video. I think the video shows pretty much everything that the deal. You can see there's that iron on the top, and I don't know if she's going to leave it black. She said she doesn't know. That's decorative, I guess. That stuff across the top. The outside paint obviously isn't done on the front of the house. The tile, I guess she wants to buy some block tile to go underneath the seating around there, and then tile for across the front. We had to buy more. We didn't have enough of that tile, so we got to buy some more of that. That stone has to go around the koi pitcher, and looks like they got most of the baseboards, I think, and everything are done. All the tile is done, I think, throughout the house. We'll look in this bathroom, and I know it's actually the brother that's going to the nephew, or I don't know what it is. He's a brother. His apartment is pretty much done. You'll see that bathroom, I believe, is done. I have to get the hot water heaters, 3 of them. I'll probably pick that up. We'll probably go this Saturday. The kids are coming earlier than anticipated because we were going to go to Kachang, but now you guys know as of the other day that my wife's going to need to go and have an operation. So they're going to come and hang for that, which will be cool. But she didn't go until the 10th. This is the apartment. And you'll see the bathroom. He even turns the water on in there. So I'm imagining that this bathroom, at least here, and probably the one in the front, are fully functional as far as, can use the toilet and stuff. But he turns the water on, so it has running water. So he can't move in there until the house is blessed. So it's going to be a bummer for him. He's got to wait until December. So all of October, November, December, I think we're going to have it first week of January or something. So he's got to wait 3 months. And he has been putting this stuff up on Facebook, kind of trolling for a wife. We'll see what happens in that. Today is Saturday. Yeah, today is Saturday in the States. Yeah, so tomorrow I think is Sunday. I think is when because it's Sunday here. Tomorrow is I believe Mitch's daughter's wedding. So got my eyes are screwed up a little bit still from 2-3 days ago, man. It was nasty, and I think about it twice afterwards. But I wanted to make sure that it was what I thought it was, So I used myself as a freaking guinea pig. I'm back for a few weeks and then off again for 3 months. Wow. How'd you like it? You digging it? Or I imagine I got offered a job years ago. One was to go to Saudi Arabia, and this is when I was in mid to late 20s for $100+ a year, which is a lot of money back then. And same thing on a cruise ship. HVAC, and I almost took the cruise ship, and I almost took the Saudi Arabia deal until I found out that you can't touch their women, and there's no alcohol, or you can't get drunk or something. And I said, okay, that ain't happening. So I passed on both of them, but I almost took the cruise ship. I thought that would be kind of cool. Yes. Yes, I'm retired almost done. I know you got to be close. You got to. Yeah, it'll happen. It'll happen. Does this help, Dave? I can jump back and forth. Yeah, there you go. Yeah, I don't know. It probably all helps. Hey, Joe. Hey, I could see you on Gray's, on Logan and Jamie's live this morning too. So I don't know what's up. Maybe we can see each other again. I don't know. In case you guys don't know, me and Joe have had an ongoing thing that either I blocked him or he blocked me or somebody blocked us both, but we couldn't see each other when we'd go on somebody else's streams. So we'll see. Today is Sunday, Monday morning in Thailand. Oh, it is, huh? Yeah, see what happens when you're retired? That's right, because my wife's she was supposed to go to work. She's got to go to the hospital and meet with the anesthesiologist. I might go with her too on that. Hey, Justin, that's right. Today's Monday, Sunday. So you're watching Pro Ball, and is what you were saying. I couldn't hear when you guys signed off, but you said Jamie was gonna be watching. It must be her favorite team or something. Yeah, I watched Richard's deal. Bummer, man. You know, I really feel for him. I couldn't even imagine, and I don't know exactly how old Richard is, but he's got to be close to 50, right? Am I guessing? Tommy might know. Not trying to pry into anything in Richard's life, but I couldn't even imagine if I wasn't ready to retire at 50. Um, I couldn't imagine, having to take care. In my case, it would have been my wife and kids and everything else, and it would have been just absolutely devastating. Which I'm gathering it is. You can tell by his video. You can tell by his demeanor, pretty much. If you guys haven't watched it, I would highly suggest that you watch. Richard's a great. I haven't met him yet. I'm really looking forward to it. I hope that everything goes well for him and he gets to come over here. Um, if anybody knows here, I think he's in any kind of sales through the computer deal. I think is what he's looking for. So if anybody knows of anybody or anything like that, please send Richard. You can go to his channel, Richard Travels, and send him an email or something saying we were talking about it and blah blah blah. And I know I saw Ron John. You wrote on there. I didn't get a chance to. I saw it this morning. I didn't get a chance to comment on it, but I will. But Ron John told him about how we sign off every day and tell everybody about Richard doing the intro and outros, which is awesome. The guy's just been. A lot of people attacked him and trolls and that kind of stuff, and the guy doesn't really deserve it. There isn't too many people that really deserve it, but people do it because they want the views, they want the turmoil, the chaos, the negativity. But he didn't deserve what a lot of the stuff that he got. He got hit pretty nastily, which hopefully those people burn in hell for. Just my opinion. Never mind. Anyway, we won't go down that road. Hey, Andrew, how you doing? I can see you. Yeah, I know. I don't know what happened, but I'm not going to complain. It was a pain before because when we go on, I'd have to ask somebody, "Hey, can you tell Joe that I said hello?" And Joe would do the same thing with me. But I think we're back on. I don't know. I think we're back on the right deal now. Everybody saying hi to Andrew. We got a lot of rain last night here. Did you get it over there, Andrew? I imagine you did. I was surprised that I'm actually for the first time in a while, I'm actually seeing blue skies out my door here. A lot of clouds, but I actually see blue sky. So maybe we'll get some solar uh, today. But like I said, I told you guys it was 52 or 5400 baht. So it's down another 2000 baht. I still got a problem with one of them. One of the batteries is going down. I've got to talk to the guy. Something's up with one of the systems. And I know that Tim T&W in Udon, almost said Bon, in Udon, he's having really good luck with his too. He's almost thinking about putting in another one so he can see the $0 or maybe get something back. We'll have to see. Mine, I'm not tied to the grid. So I just wanted the battery because I don't want. It would be nice if my pond never goes down. That would be beautiful. Now I did order a separate. I've got 3 extra pumps now. I just ordered another high dollar battery backed up air pump as a spare because I run 2 of them on here, and I should be running one in the front, and I might run the small one. I might take it off and run the 2 bigger ones for here and the smaller one for down there. But so that's all going good. We put up the one, we're running the water through the waterfall now, and it looks kind of cool. I'm digging it. I got to read this bigger mojo. Who was the Jets' first Super Bowl quarterback? Let's see. Okay. Anything anybody wants to know, hit me up. I wasn't gonna do the live stream today. I put it off from the other day too because I could have done one on. I was here on Sunday my time. I was here, but and now we were doing the pond and all that crap, and I said I gotta get it out, get it done. I think Joe's right. That was my guess, but I could be wrong. I I used to follow football big time, but my mind, is gone. I was more into betting on the football, although Joe Montana, I mean that era, Fran Tarkington, all these. This was all the that I used to watch, but I don't remember a lot of stuff because it wasn't important to me. The important thing was what's the spread and who am I gonna pick to win. So I didn't really pay too much attention to except to the names and watching them, of course, play football. Let's see. Question: Are you guys going put solar on the? I don't know yet, Joe. I'm debating on how much money I want to lay out. I've hit pretty much my limit on what I really want to spend. So we'll have to see. Is this David? Hello. Battery seems to be cheap there compared to you. Yeah, the one I paid 50,000. It's a 48 volt, 200 amp hour battery, and they make them here. He buys the cells. The reason that I bought this from this guy is because he's a Thai guy, and he started a company getting A and B cells from China and putting them and building them here in Thailand. And the guy has been super. A couple while we were setting it up and answered his phone, made called my guy back and did everything. So, but I had heard that they were cheaper than in the States or in the UK. What did you say? Like that, I'm with you. Dave. Yeah, I we had a lot of fun. One of my friends that passed away way too young, years and years ago. Me and him used to do really well betting on football, really well. I mean, we studied it and looked at it and analyzed it, and I mean, we were putting out real money. And then all of a sudden, we got a little cocky and thought we could start betting on college football. And what a big mistake that was. Well, the spread's 98 points. Really? How can? And then sure enough, they'd cover it. By 99. It was just weird shit. And after we lost like I don't know 9 million games in a row, and we were throwing all the money that we were making from pro ball into college ball, we stopped. But it was different after that. Like Gray's is you had your team. That you like to watch, or my cousin Green Bay Packers. I had the Lammies who I hated every time they got ahead when I'm talking about the Rams. Yeah, every time I watched them, as soon as they'd get ahead by 3, they'd sit on the ball and then they'd lose, and never got so aggravated in my entire life. But you have your teams, Frisco was mine. I liked Frisco, but still it was different when there was money on the line watching a game, because it was like after we did that for a few years, it was like, is it really worthwhile watching football? And then I'd stop drinking, and then it really got, and now there's no reason to sit there and watch football. But I did enjoy it, but it's kind of different here because, for all I know, there might be a bunch of people that meet somewhere at freaking 2 o'clock in the morning, or whatever time the games go off. Well, I guess it wouldn't be too bad. It'd be early in the morning here, I think. But and watch the game together with a bunch of guys that I could speak English with. But otherwise, I mean, for me to just sit by myself with Thai people around me looking at me going, "What is this?" It doesn't sound too exciting to me anyway. Is Craig here? Is he? Yeah. Did he hurt himself again or no? I saw the one where he took a big where you took a big chunk out of your noggin. Although I still don't think I think you put out a one, at least one more that I know of. I think I'm 2 or 3 behind, I guess is what I'm trying to say. But yeah, I'm really into this point and shoot type mentality here in Thailand. But Craig's in good shape, you know. I mean, he's the same age I think as me, but I'm just beat to crap, and you know, I can't go out there in the sun and do 1/10 of what he's doing. Would I do it? Probably not. Even if I was, because like I said, man, you know, to go and get you know, I forget what it was, 280 or 300 baht to get the oil change and filter with synthetic on the Forza. For $9, I'm going to go out in the sun, and less than that because I still got to buy the oil and stuff. You know, am I going to go out and do it? No. He enjoys it, and maybe I would, but no, I don't think so. Hey, there's Richard. How you doing, brother? I watched your video. If you guys aren't subscribed, please do yourself a favor and subscribe to Richard Travels. But I like the videos, man. I think I mean, you make it pretty clear when you're doing it that you really enjoy doing them. So, great. Saying hi to everybody. Yeah, you know, and I tried to explain just a little while ago because there's one gentleman on here that is a moderator that was in the service and he had lost his job and he ended up getting two. And went back to work, and he's in and out, but because he back to work. So it's any kind of sales, right? Any kind of sales, Richard. In case somebody, you know, oh, my brother-in-law is looking for somebody to do that, you know, or whatever. You know, by all means, let us know exactly what it is. But I think it's any kind of sales on the internet. If I'm wrong, let me know. Let's see. Gravity is kicking. Yeah, he's not getting any younger. I know I'm not. You know, like I said, I was talking earlier about it, Richard. It's like, man, I couldn't even imagine if I wasn't lucky enough to be able to do what I did at 50, you know, and stuff. And I don't know how old you are, and I'm not trying to pry. I'm just saying that if I was in that position, man, that would be devastating, especially in my particular instance. I would have been a wife and kids and college and, you know, and all that kind of crap. What do, you know? And it's tough. It looks like it's definitely weighing on you, man. I hope that something pops through, but anything that you can do on here to tell everybody here what you're looking for, and hopefully somebody can find you something, it would be awesome. Hey, Andy, how you doing, brother? Both rugby with the week. You know, I had more fun. To tell you the truth, I have more fun watching the kids play. I always watch. Well, it just was over now in September, I think it is August. September is the Little League World Series. I took my little nephew to go play rugby in the U.S. and loved watching that. And he was just way too small to be out there, but boy, he had the determination and was fun to watch. Fun to watch the kids. Anything in software sales? Okay, 54. Okay, yeah. You know, I mean, it's a devastating hit, right? I mean, God, man, it's got to be. I got lucky in my life. You know, my kid constantly busting my stones about, oh, well, you didn't go to college and you didn't do this and you didn't do that, but he doesn't know how lucky I was in my life to. You know, every time that I bought property, it was at the lows, and every time I sold property, it was at the above belief highs. You know, and it just been lucky. You know, because I didn't have any kind of retirement. I had nothing when I was doing that stuff. It was all non-union with my buddy, and yeah, we had 200 people, and yeah, I was making boatloads of money back then, but I had no, you know, I had a couple little 401ks and stuff, but nothing. When I made the most I made was the last 6 years. I went as a building engineer at University of San Francisco in Fresno at their 3-story teaching facility as a building engineer. And that they were putting in above minimum wage. It was back then. It was like $11 or $12 an hour into my retirement. And after 6 years, now I just turned 65. They would have given me. I took less so that my wife gets it, but they would have given me like $1,800 a month. I worked six years, and I could have gotten $1,800 for the rest of my life from when I turned 65. So, but that was the only thing. When I was all younger, that 25, 30 years in HVAC and everything, besides the property that I had bought and the investments that I had made, was where I got lucky. It wasn't because I had this great retirement deal, so I got lucky, and some people didn't. It sucks. You'll laugh. Once I published my video, YouTube hit me with 7. They still hit me with the one that you did with the bike. And we changed Richard had given me the intro and the outro for my live streams, and I got hit with a copyright deal. And so I changed the music in it. He had sent me the files. I put that music that's in there now on both the the intro and the outro. It's still all his stuff on that. Then he did which I like. I really dig it, but they hit me again on that on the motorcycle one intro that you did for me for just my regular videos. They hit me again on as a copyright. I tried changing the music. It did work, but I don't know how to pull all the different sounds out of it because I didn't get the original file from you, and it sounds like shit. So I'm probably not going to use it anymore. So if you get a wild hair and you want to change the music, that would be greatly appreciated. You're getting younger. Hey, Lachine, how are you? If you guys aren't subscribed, please again do yourself a favor and subscribe. He's saying hi to Tommy. Tommy's saying hi to Richard. I hope everything works out for you, brother, because I'm still looking forward to meeting you over in Jontian-Pattaya area. Looking forward to it for sure. I'm so old. When I went to school, they didn't have history. Yeah, man, I still remember because I want to say it was early 70s. I was in high school and I had my pen head. And talk about happy days, just fun. There was a bunch of it had there. I had started a channel just on the high school stuff that I did. I could go on and on and on about what this group did. They could have probably made 10 blockbuster movies out of what I've got shoved in my head on what we did as far as cruising Van Nuys Boulevard and growing up in the San Fernando Valley. And but it's like it's not B-rated. It isn't horrible, but it definitely isn't for this if my grandkids are going to watch it down the road. I want Al to find stuff for sale on the internet, sell it through my own account, and drop ship it, then deposit the price hike in my account. Yet I don't know. The thing about working here, I don't know how you can. I think you have to have a work permit to do anything here, but I could be wrong. But I think you do. I think you have to have a work permit. Hell, they were saying they're supposed to have a work permit for this, but I don't make nothing. That's good stuff. Travel. Do you do anything with SEO or ranking of companies online? I don't know. I don't even know what that is. I'm not high tech at all, although Richard is very. So hopefully he's still here and can answer that question for you, Aaron. And that's Aaron, in case you were wondering, Richard, if you're still here. So Thailand 2.0 4759 is Aaron. No AI. You guys are losing me. Besides, I'm tired. Let's see. But yeah, so hopefully now next weekend we'll go. I did show this. I'll show it while I'm talking because we can actually you can see it. They're almost done. They still have to paint the front of the house. Will be the lighter. I think it's the lighter blue that you'll see on the side of the house here, not the darker or bluish gray or whatever the hell it is. It's that bottom color that'll wrap around the front. They're going to put block underneath the seating and finish tile across the front. And tile on the tile on the steps are done. I was hoping. Let me let Bear in, or he's going to drive me crazy. Come on, lay down. Go lay down. Lay down. Lay down. Go lay down. And this is the house entry. You see the bathroom? I haven't gotten to it yet. There's the bathroom. It's pretty much operational, so that'll be kind of cool going there, having to be able to take a shower there. Actually, we could. I could put the trailer there and just sleep in the trailer, and we could use the inside facilities. Would be awesome. But the apartment's done. Now that's, like I said, that's got to be kind of tough. The one that you see in the mirror when you go in here is actually the brother that's going to be caretaking, whatever at the house. And he can't move in there for 3 months, and it's ready. It's pretty much done. He'd have to figure out where to put the refrigerator, which I think over here on the side of the door going into the bedroom. But his is bad. You'll see him in the mirror, and he turns on the water, I'm guessing, showing that you notice the bathrooms are all the same. I had mentioned that before. It was just easier buying all the tile the same and have it done. But I think it turned out pretty good. I dig the colors. They look good. They're basically the same colors pretty much as our master bedroom here. But yeah, and this is the bedroom's, 4 meter by 4 meter, and it's done. The only thing that hasn't, one air conditioner is going in there. I'm not putting two. I'm just putting one in the bedroom, and then there's 6 total. 4. Let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4 bedrooms in the main house, and then the one apartment, and then the living room. So 4, 5, 6 air conditioners. I've got them all here, already bought and paid for them, and that's the only thing going in there. But he could move in there. It's got to be killing him. When the Thai government mentioned attracting high-end digital nomads with the elite visas, I don't think they really expect a work visa for work done outside the country, but online. Yeah, I don't know what they're doing with everything. I know that they have, it's totally up to them as far as YouTube. Do I pay taxes? Yes. Does my wife pay taxes? Yes. So we get double tax, and it doesn't really matter because we're not talking about any real money. But people that are doing it, they're saying it's all up to the Thai government. If the Thai government decides that, yes, this is working, then you're screwed, whatever it is. And whatever happens then I'll demonetize or whatever they want me to do. It's a loss for them as far as I'm concerned. But the monetization, the money goes to the kids. It goes to my wife and goes there. So it's kind of stupid. But for people, I mean, I don't know. Like I said, the definition of working is I'm getting paid and I'm not getting paid. So to me, it's not working. But like I said, they're the ones that ultimately decide on whether it is or is not. Let's see. Work permits are to protect local. Yeah, and I agree with that stuff too. I mean, I wouldn't want to like hiring somebody to come in and teach, something that they don't know very, very well or something. I think that's great, but I don't know, import, export stuff and all that kind of stuff. I mean, are there a lot of Thais that are going to do that? I'm sure there are a lot of them doing it right now. But, like I said, it all depends. And I still don't know the laws on the ganja stuff. I mean, I'm hearing some people talking the other day about it's already been decriminalized, but not legally. I mean, it's just in their minds, we're not going to we're not going to arrest anybody. Well, that to me isn't decriminalizing. And until it gets, hey Joe, thank you, you're the man. I appreciate it, Joe. Um, it it wasn't. And I'll tell you another thing that was weird. Somebody had told me to check out this guy, something in Isan. He's building a house with his wife and all this kind of stuff. I can't remember if somebody knows the name of the guy. It's I subscribed to him, and I actually went on his live stream. What was freaking me out, we were talking about, hey, if you've got a Thai wife, make sure you guys talk about dying and all that. The one guy that he was on the live stream with that I watched, that he actually invited, Chuck, No Time to Be Sad, to come on their little panel they got. His wife passed away. And I'm guessing she was like maybe early 30s and just had twin babies. I mean, like this big babies. And I think he's Australia, because he said his dad and his brother came from Melbourne. I think they're doing it. They did it yesterday. I think they burned her yesterday. But I mean, a young woman, and I hadn't subscribed to his channel. And then I went on his, and I mean, he did a video the day she passed. I mean, talk about, being able to maintain and hold your composure. And then he did a video 2 days later where they had the body sitting in the living room and the flowers and the tent set up out front and getting ready for all that. And I mean, God bless you, but man, I couldn't do it. I don't think. I might come on and say, hey, my wife passed or whatever, but that would be it. I don't think I could do all that stuff. I might like to, but I don't think I could hold it. Besides the fact that I'd probably completely lose my mind, if I lost two wives. Yeah, but I'm guessing she was 30. If somebody knows the name of that, what is it saying? Let me know. It's expat in Isan, something or other. They're two very close names, and not about 3,000 subscribers on each one, like this size. Your camera, computer, and software probably costs more than you making. yeah, exactly. And I like I'm looking at another microphone setup, because that last I bought two Comicas, the wireless shotgun mic, which is awesome, but I haven't used it that much because I was planning on using that on Trailer Trash Thailand channel, and the little Comica for the mirrorless and the GoPro and all that. Well, now I've got the 15, and I'd like to shoot some video with it, but the audio isn't the greatest in the world. So now I'm looking at another mic setup for that. Yeah, I'd never make it. Yeah, Ricky and Isan, and the one that the friend that passed, I forget, his name is something in Isan too, and they know each other, and they did a live stream together, and I had subscribed to him, and because I subscribed to the other one, I guess when it came up, it popped up R.I.P. my Thai wife, and that was the one that he did the day that she actually passed, and I go, wow. So I went back and looked at his videos. Let me see, is this this 30-year-old guy marry a 60-year-old Thai woman? And no, like maybe early 30s, and like I said, twin babies. Maybe, I'm guessing, looking at them. I'm not big on. They were like this long, so whatever. I don't know, 6-8 months or something. Maybe a year. No, they weren't walking, I don't think. But I mean, devastation. Holy crap! And we were just talking about it. I was saying that you should talk about that stuff with your younger Thai wife. What's a little too much? What did I? Me, or did somebody else say something? I saw the thumbnail for that video. Did not click on it. Yeah, you probably better you didn't. But it's something, and it should open people's eyes to what's going to happen if you lose your younger Thai wife. Most guys would do a video from 26. Yeah, exactly. I'm available. Ricky in Thailand, I think. Is that the name of it? That him, or is that the other one? There was one guy that I kind of talked to that actually was somebody from here that said, "Hey, have you checked out this channel?" And I went over and I subscribed to it, and then just a regular live stream. I went on there and he said, "Oh, well, we're kind of similar. I'm building a house on the family land now, but I'm planning on building a house for me and my significant other," I think he calls her. I don't know if they're married or not. And then in tune, the next one I watched was with he had Chuck, or no, he came on Chuck's live stream and said, "Hey, I do these live streams with a couple of guys, and would you be interested in coming?" And Chuck said, "Yes, show me send me a deal, an email or something." So, good morning. How are you? I saw your video and I didn't get a chance to comment on it, but you're still here, right? If I missed something, guys, let me know. I have a few 56 videos. Yeah, I just saw the one where you guys only caught like the first 10, 15 seconds of it, or no, about a minute or so. I got to go back. I got one sitting over on the side on ones I want to watch. Is that what it is? That old, 10 weeks old twins? Wow. Man, the guy looks like, just coming here wanting to live life, right? Oh, my goodness. I think they're 10, 11 weeks. Yeah, so too. Yeah, it's just like, man. And we think we got problems, right? I think I got a mess in my life. It's like it's nothing. I couldn't even imagine that, man. I just could. Well, I could. I mean, I lost my wife, but not with two little twins, and he's here. I mean, and with a Thai family, and that's why I was saying, maybe you ought to have discussions with your wife, I guess is what I'm saying. Yeah, I don't know, Robbie. I can't remember what video it was. He's just saying hi to everybody. Hey, Jesse, how you doing? Good evening to you. Ron. You know who else? I tried. I was thinking about going on. Rob hasn't been around. I told him I was going to try to do him earlier because it catches him. He's working and stuff. And then I started thinking about it. And the reason that I don't is because my wife goes to work at 8:15. So I like to hang out and not have to be on here until she's gone. That's why I do them at 8:30. So hopefully he'll come back on. I'll explain that to him because I told him I was going to try. They have a GoFundMe. Cool. Over 10K. Cool. Very good. Seemed like a good guy, I mean, and young, luckily he's young. Soy 6 videos are hard to film. They're just a pain in the butt. Yeah, I know that a lot of people don't want to be filmed. I don't think this is the problem. Is Poe here? I didn't even see Poe. Yeah, that's Ron's alias. I didn't see Poe. So anyway, there you are. Hey, John, how you doing? I watched a little bit of it. You can do a lot of that stuff on that Scientology, and I know absolutely zero about any of that stuff. I know that like Cruz and a bunch of actors and everything I know were on it and brought up stuff, but I don't watch the news anymore, so I never see shit. But it's a good show. Done all sorts of stuff. They'll talk about cars, and you'll enjoy it. So by all means, have a good day. Off to bed. All right. Yeah, thanks for stopping by, David. I appreciate it. Walking in my shoes, I had an amazing seafood dinner at Soy 11. God, my eyes are bad. Soy 11 last time. That was seafood. Yeah, you guys are all lucky, man. I die. Over there is where the real food is, and it was real bad when they were doing Eat Out Pattaya. Then I had to see all the good food that I was missing. But of course, I shouldn't be eating that crap anyway. But, she was the breadwinner with her enterprise online, and they had just opened a convenience store. Oh, really? So you watched this. What was his name? Was that the one? The one that you guys said, or was that the friend? Because I know that there was two of them. One of something in Isan, and the other one's Isan something or other, and both very similar guys. I think they're both from Australia too, if I'm not mistaken. Um, hey, Robert, how you doing? Hello to you. Uh, yeah, dengue fever. That's what, because that's the first thing my wife asked. What was it? What was it? She was curious. She wanted to know, and I said it was dengue. And our share of mosquitoes around here. Low lying water around here. Not everybody's land is raised. I got the pond, but it isn't so bad in the pond because it's constantly moving 24/7, so it doesn't really do it too bad. There's right. Yeah, I mean, there's such good food, and Mexican food is just like that's my Achilles heels. I could sit down and just eat that, and then big giant loaf of Italian bread with either butter or olive oil and a little balsamic and a little pepper, and I can sit down and eat 10 loaves of that stuff. Although I feel better, I still haven't weighed myself. I don't have a clue. I have to go to the doctor's today at 5. One of the medications that he gave me, for some reason, my wife said, because I'm not scheduled to go until the 20th, and she ran out of them today. So either he didn't give them to him, or we lost them, or they fell out of the bag or something. So I got to go back and see him. So maybe they'll weigh me in when I go there. God, my nose is getting itchy. Let's see, GottoLoveThailand contact Maria in Malaysia earlier this year. Boy, I'm glad I didn't get king. Yeah, and it's fairly common here. I mean, I know a lot of people have gotten it. When I was over in Kamala, I think it was Rob that got it twice or something. And I don't even know if you would know it unless you went to the doctor and had him do it. I mean, you'd probably just. I feel run down all the time. Do I have dengue 24/7, 365 days a year? Maybe I do. I don't know. You know, it's luckily I go every time I go for my medication every 3 months. I go. He does full blood work, so I guess I'll find out. It's a bitch about being old. Yeah, you know what I made? I made a little. My wife got these little tortillas about this big, and I had her get some American sandwich cheese, which isn't the greatest for me, and regular hamburger with Tabasco sauce on it, and some sliced olives. It was freaking. It tasted like a cheeseburger, better than some of the cheeseburgers I've had here in Thailand. It was pretty good. Real small tortillas though. So I've been pretty good. That I still taking those shots. When I do go in on the 20th, they do have available the one shot a week instead of a shot every day. So and she's gonna go. What's that? My lunch. Okay, you guys need. You want some money for lunch at the hospital? Maybe you guys go across the street to that nice place that is air conditioned. If you want to, take 1,000 baht out of my wallet. My wife giving me lunch. I guess my mother-in-law is going to go with her. She didn't say anything to them either until yesterday, so they didn't know what was going on with her. And the kids, the oldest knows, the youngest does not. So unless they watch my live stream, yeah, that would be nasty, wouldn't it? Um, okay, Ricky and Nissan for him to. Okay, so it is Ricky and Nissan having the. Yeah, it's horribly sad, Robert. But the reason that I brought it up is because 3 or 4 days ago in live stream or whatever, I was talking about. We got on the death subject, and I said it would probably be a good idea to talk to your younger Thai wife if she happens to pass before you, because I know I would never think about having those kind of conversations without losing this one. We never talked about it prior to it either. I guess we thought we were going to live forever, but you're not guaranteed tomorrow. It doesn't matter whether you're 26 or 76. You're not guaranteed tomorrow. So you guys figure it out. But we were talking about it, and then all of a sudden I saw that, and I went, "Oh man!" And then for him to do the videos, I just don't see. I'd lose it. I would absolutely lose it. He's got way better self control than I do. I'd be crying like a little baby on the camera, which he said that he was. And the second one, I watched part of it. I didn't watch all of it. He said that he was with the babies or something, and I think he's still. I was. How long did it take me? Probably 2 weeks before I figured I'd been in shock for 2 weeks. So he's definitely in shock. Definitely. Oh, Dave, there's a new Italian restaurant around the corner. No one has filmed yet. Hoping to visit and do a video of a nice wood fire. You know what I'd like to do? Where do you? Is there any places in Pattaya that make a good sub sandwich, an Italian sub sandwich? You know, like the ones that we have a few in the States here that make excellent subs. I mean, Subway will get rid of the jonesing in me for a good sub sandwich, but nothing like the delis and stuff that I've gotten to them before. Is there anything there? He would be the one to know. Hey, what you got for lunch? I got. It looks like fried pork and a little bit of sticky rice, which isn't the greatest for me either, but it is pretty good. Let's see. Hey, Douglas, how you doing? Good morning, Dave. Anyone have had 2 family funerals? Wow. The second ceremony this morning. Yeah, man, it's like nothing's guaranteed. No, man. Like I said, if you're like that, if you can retire, I would definitely retire. It's like I said, the one that I know that went the longest, I think, was Bobby in time to get going. And he definitely was time to get going. But he enjoyed his job a lot. And Jai was working as an RN. So, it's kind of tough to do. Now, when I did it, I kind of pulled the pin a little bit early. I could have pulled it earlier, but my cousin got the ALS crap, and I went and I helped him out for a couple of years. So I broke it up. I was down south because he lived down outside of Los Angeles, San Fernando Valley, that area, and I was up above Fresno, up in Bass Lake, and so about a 4-hour drive or whatever. So I go down there for 4 days and then come home for 3 days and then go back and forth, and until he got so bad that I couldn't help him anymore. The feeding them and cleaning them, and I just couldn't do that. And we found a great Filipino man that just was a godsend, and did a great job with him. But anyway, we'll get off that subject. SFV, you bet. Gotta go. All right, John, take it easy. Thanks for stopping by. I really appreciate it. Yes, it's not hit him yet. Yeah, it was 2 weeks, 3 weeks for me, Aaron. During this time, the grieving process will take time. I still grieve my wife every day, and it's been 5 years on the 21st of September, and now her birthday's coming up, so the 11th of October. So that'll be another little milestone. It is every year, but every day, I mourn my wife. Yeah, no doubt. Doesn't go away. It does get easier, if you want to say it's easy, but not as quite as devastating. Yeah, to lose a significant other. I've had this talk before because I don't want to. That time when I said it, I think the last time that I did it, I didn't want to undercut anybody's, like Mitch's mom or somebody's mom passed away. Now my mom has passed away, because I had said I don't really know. Was I devastated? Yes. Am I still devastated? Yes. But to the aspect of living, okay, you live with I left at 16. Okay. So I'm a little bit different than most. I love my mom dearly. She was freaking awesome. Took care of me my whole life. Took care of me after she passed. So But when you're talking about a significant other that for 30 years, every day, morning, noon, night, and everything for 30 years straight, when I was with my mom, what can I remember? Yeah, from maybe when I was 10, to 16 for 6 years, and extremely devastating. Don't get me wrong, but that one where you're with that person, and my wife, she was my best friend. I confided everything in her. I didn't hold anything back from her. She knew everything about me, and it's tough. My mom, I still mourn too, but it's different. It's like different. Besides the fact that you're talking about somebody that was 90 and ready to go. She was deteriorating at a fast rate and did not want to be here anymore. And you're talking about a woman that was 59, 60 years old that didn't want to go, but accepted it and went along with it. So you're talking about 30 years, So that makes a little bit of a difference too. Because in my mind, I know my mom's where she wants to be. I know my wife's where she wants to be. She wanted to be with God, and that's where they are. And they're I'm sure glad to be there. My mom's been 7 days a week for 60 years. She went to church every day, every morning at 5 o'clock. So so that's a little difference. But when you have a significant other now in my position here in Thailand, and a lot of the people that watch this channel and that are in the chat right now have younger or have wives up from Thailand, have significant others that are Thai. And with mine, I can go to sleep. I could die tomorrow and I'd be fine. But have you ever thought about what happens if she dies tomorrow? And that's what my wife has thought about, and we have talked about it. And like I said, I would never abandon the kids here. They've already been semi abandoned once with their father. They only see him twice a year or something, maybe, and the family, am I gonna, what would I do? I don't know, but I'm, whatever I would do, I would still be here and still be with them and still take care of them. I don't see any other way to go. Hey, Mike, how you doing? Glad you could make it. Appreciate it. How is the knees doing? Yeah, I think Robert's pretty well healed, aren't you, Robert? Everybody's waiting for me. Retired too early and trying to figure out when to come there and Vietnam. You know who that is too, right, Robert? Hey, Bo, how you doing? If you guys aren't subscribed, you can do yourself a favor and subscribe to Bo's channel. She's right here in Surin. Puts out way better content than me. She's all over the place in hotels and stuff, and a very, very nice lady, and has a nice family. And you guys will enjoy. Did I take it down already? I'll do this again. Please do yourself a favor. Let's see. Andrew, I did a live stream a few days back. I missed that again. I gotta see Robert when he's back there is way out of my time frame. But for some reason I'm subscribed to so many channels that I have clicked the bell on that if Robert does a live stream at in the middle of the night, by the time I wake up in the morning, it's so far back on my notification deals that I don't see them. And that happens with a bunch of people. Because I do watch a lot of Robert and Mitch and a lot of the people that's on this channel. We've all been around for a few years together, whether on this channel or somebody else's channel. And we've all came through the mediocre ranks of the YouTube minor little community, but I like our community better than anybody's. But I'm still hoping to get to Vietnam. In case you don't know, Robert's wife is Vietnamese, and I was hoping to get, because like I said before, I'm only going to have like 4 days, because if me and my wife go, she works, and I don't have that convenience. So Robert was gracious enough back in the day to say, I will show you around. Because if I went to Vietnam now by myself with my wife, okay, and it would take me 2 days to figure out what I was going to go see. And now I've only got a day and a half, and I've got to be back. So it would help when somebody's knows Vietnam, which Robert does very well. So hopefully we'll be able to do that. We've been talking about it for years and years. My face is on the thumbnail. It's Ryan, just so you don't know, in case you don't know. I could barely catch it because my screens, my eyes are so bad, Ryan. It sucks. I'm saying hi to Bo. Giant, who is Ron, by the way. I'm sure he'll tell you that. Bo, my battery ran out on my phone. This is my other phone. Okay, so he's already telling you. But yeah, if you guys aren't, please do yourself a favor and subscribe. But like I said, when I got sick, granted, we were only together for 5 months, but my poor wife didn't know what to do on anything. How can I get this? How can I get to his family? How can I get, the money that he needs while he's laying in this hospital? Because like I had said before, I don't know if you guys know this or not, but here in Thailand, in the private hospitals, you pay by the day, pal. And if you don't have it, they shove you in an ambulance and take it over to the government hospital. Not that the government hospital is horrible, but you're going to be low priority. And my doctor works at both places, so I get the same doctor no matter where I am. But she didn't know. This poor woman cried constantly because of not knowing. That's why I say it would probably be a good thing if anybody to sit down with their wives and discuss it. It's a crappy subject. No one wants to discuss it. And I don't blame anybody, but I think it's something that needs to be done. My wife knows what's going back to the States, what's in the States, what's going to my family in the States, and what's going and coming here. And there's no gray area, no indecisions, no nothing. And like I said, I get to die tomorrow with a smile on my face because of the one of my retirements I could transfer to my wife, and have done that already. Took a little bit less, and now she'll get almost double, I think, of what her government salary is for the rest of her life. So that part of it's taken care of. The part that would probably be scary to your Thai wife or your significant other is what happens if I die? What happens to my mom and dad? What happens to my children that you've been around me for 4 years? Which I consider them my children. I love them to death. They treat me well. They're very. I mean, if you haven't been to Thailand, and I can't really say much for the men or the boys of Thailand, but the girls are top notch. What do we need to do? Are we supposed to work until, to take care of mom, dad, grandma, grandpa, great grandma, great grandpa until they all are passed? Yes, and they will do it. Whether that means they've got to go down and catch fish and sell for 10 baht, or cut grass, or whatever they got to do, they're going to do. And like I said, I can't speak for the boys because she doesn't have any boys, so I don't know. But the girls are not. They come here. They don't. I mean, if you come from the United States, and I don't know about the UK and Australia, but I imagine the kids are more westernized in those particular countries. They come and they immediately start cleaning. People from the United States, they would come here and immediately say, "Where's my money? I want to go down and buy this and buy that." And what, you want me to clean something? What, are you insane? Yeah, none of that. Don't even have to tell them. Don't have to say anything to them. They just do it. And they took care of me when everybody was gone, bringing me water, helping me, and they're top-notch stuff here. And you guys saw the one that I talked about them, and I still wanted to do a part 2 of that because they still to this day never cease to amaze me, my Thai family. So we'll see. Thai girls are the best. Very much agree, Dave. Yeah, I don't know. I've only heard stories about the male in what they do and what they they sound more Americanized than the girls do. But the girls know their stuff from birth, pretty much. It's their their way of life. We're to take care of our elderly. We don't just kick them to the curb and and go away. Or even when in the United States, if people don't think they're kicking them to the curb, which they aren't. My mom went in a home. My brother couldn't do it. I'm in Thailand. There was no option. My mom never wanted to. Luckily, she didn't have to stay there that long. I think that was her own choosing. She was done. My mom, from when she was 70, had said, "I'm ready to go anytime. Anytime God can take me, I'm ready. I'm ready. I'm ready." So it's not like she was, she had a short life and it was horrible, and and she had to sit in there. But I can remember my grandma when she was in there. She was in an old age home, we called them back then, and it was horrible. People would go see her. We had a lot of family here, so people would go, on and off, and so there was always people kind of floating around. But there's some that, okay, we'll see you next month, Grandma, and off they go. They don't do that here in Thailand, So, Dave, yes, my pension and Social Security is set to go to my wife. Yeah, if you can get a Social Security to go, that would be awesome. They won't do it for me. They said, yeah, oh yeah, she can get your Social Security. She just has to come here to the States and live here for 10 years. And if she comes here to the state and lives here for 10 years, we got no problem giving her your Social Security. At least that's what they told me. I don't know. Retired too early. Send line. You still don't know who it is, Robert? Yep, it's all about what they can get here. Yeah, so it must be the same then, right, Mike, in Australia. And like I said, even the people, man, you see these Thai people that are 90 years old. I've told the story a million times about the lady chopping grass in the middle of the night. I said, how much would she make all night long? 20 baht. 20 baht. I said, shut up. No, 20 baht. The lady could barely walk. She can't even ride the bicycle that she had. She pushes the cart now. She can't get up on a bicycle. And, those are the people that my wife takes care of, the children that get the little bit of tiny scraps of this from this channel, which is freaking awesome. Because like I said, it puts a smile from ear to ear on my wife's face. Because, like I said, that one, she didn't get anything for like 2 months. But then a lot of people had donated, and she got like 8,000 baht. So she's already got her, she's got 9 million things going on in her mind. What Sher's doing, trying to figure out what we're going to do for Christmas and all this stuff for the schools. I got luckier than crap, which I know, especially on this channel, there's a lot of people that also would say they're the luckiest man in the world. But I've already taken that job. Let's see. The old folks home. Yeah, those old H ones, the H, giant H with the 2 courtyards in the center. Those were the old age homes of when I was a kid. But I don't see too many of the stuff here. There is a few, and I had thought about it too. When I was in Kamala, before I had met anybody, I'm going, all right, Dave, you're 62 years old. What you might not, this might be it. You might be done. So you better start figuring out, I don't want to go home and be a burden on my children. So I started looking, and in Railway, I hope I'm saying that right, the end of Phuket, there's places, and quite a few of them are starting to pop up to where they have doctors, nurses, and everything in condo complexes. And they take care of you from being fully mobile to, all the way to needing, they do anything for you. And it was very reasonable back then. And they could serve only no meals, or they could serve breakfast, lunch, and dinner, everything. And it was in my, it was like 3,000. What was it? 30. God, I can't remember. It was very reasonable. Half the money that I got could go there, and they would take care of everything. The nurse coming in, doctor coming in once a day, 3 meals a day, blah, blah, blah. Because I didn't want to be a burden. Like I said, I think anybody that's a father or a mother or whatever, um, like I said, I never really knew anything about the deal of parents dying or still being alive, not interfering, because that's kind of a screwed up word, but being a factor in you retiring, until we started talking about it on this channel years ago. And because like Bobby in particular, his dad, he stayed there for a long time waiting, and his dad finally passed away. I know that Jake is in a similar situation. A lot of people are in that situation. It never crossed my mind. It never crossed my mind when no one was ill or anything. My mom was fully mobile and everything when I left. But I never thought about that as a reason why, oh, I can't retire now because I've got to take care of my mom and my dad, which is a real deal. And I don't want to, like I told, when I talked to Bobby about it before, I said, I think your dad, in any father would say, God, please go have a good retirement. Don't worry about me. But Bobby's a stand-up guy. He's not just even if they told him to leave, he wasn't going to leave. But if you know that aspect of it, it's tough you've got a lot of stuff. And Bobby was no spring chicken. He was late 60s, so, and I think his dad went at 90, like my mom, somewhere around there. But it's a real issue of retiring. But I don't want to be that way. So I had thought, I'm looking into this stuff when I was 62, down the road, when I can no longer am completely 100% mobile, that I could go to a place, pay them, whatever, all my money, whatever it did, take care of me until I die. But now my wife wants me to live to be 100, doesn't care if she has to change my diapers, doesn't give a shit about nothing, just wants me to be alive. I don't want to be a burden on anybody. So that will happen whichever way I determine it'll happen. But hopefully hopefully I can hang out for a while and make her happy. It's all about what they can get. Yeah, that was the one where I started. Right where I left off. Old folks home. They have them here. They had one in Raleigh. They got them all over. How you doing, Tim? If you guys aren't subscribed to Tim T&W in Udon, please do. Let's see. Yeah, we are rubbing elbows for the best wife. Yeah, I know it. It's amazing, isn't it, man? And people are like, they're gonna screw you and take everything. I loved it when people like Jake and who else? A bunch of Robert, another one. 20, 30, 40 years of Tim T&W. I think they've been. How long you been married to your wife? She's just waiting, Tim. She's waiting for you to build shit, and then she's going to take everything you got. It's absolutely hilarious. Like I said, unless you're a complete moron, you should be able to know what's happening in your life. It's not really that hard. Could you be tricked? Sure. Could you be tricked in Southeast Asia? Sure. Could you be tricked in the United States? You bet. UK, you bet. Australia, you bet. So it's not just here. You got to have half a brain. But the deal. Let's see. What is this, Dave? I'm hoping you got at least 30 more years in you. Yeah, I was too. I thought I was going to say 30 more minutes. Let's see. Yes, but Bobby and Jai with him in the States. Yeah, he and I don't know when they're going to come out. Yeah, see, 35 years. She's just planning slowly. She's a very patient woman, Tim's wife. Very patient. She's going to wait until everything's fitting perfectly together. Let's see. Only got 10 years with my wife and a newbie in the game compared to those. Yeah, but and Brock too. Brock's been with his wife 30, 40 years or something too. We used to kid about that all the time. It's just waiting. Just a patient Thai lady, that's all. It's all like I said, and does it happen? Yeah, it does. Does it happen only in Thailand? No, it happens all over the world. But you just got to be smart about things. That's all. I want my family to have something when I'm gone, and that's all set and done. And the Thai family that I'm going to leave in Thailand, they'll probably be talking about the crazy Farang and the nice Thai lady that he married, built in the house in Ubon. They'll be talking about that 200 years from now. So it'll keep my wife I'm more concerned about, not the crazy Farang, but keeps them in there. Like same thing with this one. When she passed, I wrote on her page, anybody in the family that has children, because her and her brother died one day apart, many years apart, but one day apart. One on the 22nd, one on the 21st, I think, something like that. Danny was a great guy, went way too young also. I think 58, or maybe 56. I don't know, 58. And I pleaded with them, don't. My wife was a unique individual. You had to know her. Very unique. To be with me, she needed to be. And my brother-in-law was just a stand-up, one of the nicest guys you ever wanted to meet. And their kids, my wife didn't have any kids, but every kid she was grandma, aunt, whatever to. And I said, just don't let them kids forget her. Don't let them forget her or Danny. And it would be devastating to do something like that because they deserve better. And a lot of people answered it and said, no, never going to happen. Never. Okay, good. I'll keep reminding you. So as long as I'm still kicking and alive, you'll get a reminder from me. Let's see. Let's see. Hey, Just, what's up? Hey, Dave, how goes it? Can't wait for December 23rd, day after my birthday. The 22nd, in case anybody didn't get that. Let's see. Oh, my wife has everything from me already. Yeah, exactly, Ron. What are they gonna take? Mine would just be. She would be devastated, man. Like I said, I look at this guy here and my wife, and I'm going, maybe she just needs glasses. Maybe she's completely blind. Woman can't see anything. But I got lucky. Like I said, it isn't even so much luck. I mean, I knew pretty much from the first couple of months that we were every day and into the night until we're both tired and falling asleep and, on the internet. And I knew then that there was something special about her. And when the first time I saw her, I knew it. So we'll see. God, my eyes are bad, guys. I'm going to start putting them up because I can see them bigger on here. I put meeting Dave on my bucket list. I'm going to get that way. I'll be coming that way, Ron. It makes her feel important that she can contribute. Yeah, and like I said, man, she is so happy with this. Because, like I said, it takes so much of our money each month goes into the kitty, and that gets dispersed back into Thailand. And she never in her life thought first that she'd have a house, which she does. I mean, she knew she'd have her mom and dad's house, that she'd be able to build the house that she wanted, and let alone have another house that on family land. Never in a million years. And to be able to, and never thought that she would be able to give back to Thailand because it's so much had given to her. Like my wife had nothing. She all these people took care of her. The policeman lady, friends of my mother-in-law's, gave them stuff and made sure that they ate and picked up this one to take there. And my wife was one of those people that her mom and the two kids on a scooter, going down the street. She how she did it, I don't know. But boy, I'll tell you what, she it's coming back to bless her now, because now she gets to do it and my mother-in-law gets to do it and everybody's happy. So works for me. Does Logan gotta go? Well, who did your team win? Or did Jamie's team win? I know you were watching a football game. I didn't see Lewis. Oh, there you are. Hey, Lewis, how you doing? Glad you could make it by. Um, saying hi. Uh, that's cool, Dave. Nice story. Hearing about how you met. Yeah, it. I don't know. It's meant to be. She thinks it's this one, on my arm. She says she prayed to her every day when she went back because she was pretty much to the hospital. She was a nobody. She was a girlfriend. Well, that doesn't mean shit here. That isn't a wife. That isn't, anything. So they wouldn't give her a lot of information. She came in 3 times a day. And then after I kind of woke up, I said, she has full carte blanche to everything. And then they were okay. But she'd go home crying because she would pray to this one, please don't let him die. Don't let him die. Well, for one, she didn't want me to die. The second thing was every night that she went to sleep, she didn't know. They weren't going to call her and say, Dave passed away last night. Have a great day. She would have to walk in there in the morning in front of everybody, and break down because I'm gone and probably wouldn't even know where I was. I don't know if they would have told her, but the poor woman had to take a lot of crap, and she handled it so freaking well. Still to this day, she handles me well. She knows when I'm, like I said, you need to be sabai. When it comes to anything with the government or anything like that, I have learned that trick of just biting my tongue and not saying anything. And yes, sir, yes, ma'am, no problem. And it gets you 100 miles, trust me. But as far as me losing my temper with stupid shit, I'm still having a hard time figuring out, hey, why did you say that? Can you please just think for a second before you let that crap come out of that pie hole? You'd be so much better off. Let's see. I will say my wife is a hell of a worker. I wish I could find employees. Yeah, exactly. What she puts into her business and opened for 4 or 5 years ago. Yeah, they're work ethic and everything that they do. They don't because they weren't raised in a country where you go, I don't feel like working. Give me money. Give me food stamps. Give me medical. Give me this. Give me that. No, they said, here's your $15. Have a great retirement. They don't do it. They have to go out and fish to eat. They go out and fish to eat. If they have to catch a couple extra fish so they can go buy, whatever else they need to drink or eat, they do that. They could put their hand out all day. They ain't going to get shit. So, I think my father-in-law gets a little more because I think he's over 70. And my mother-in-law gets a little bit less because she's under 70. But I think it's around $500. So $15. So go figure, right? Crazy. Logan, pink hand waving. Did he say what team he was rooting for today? I forget. I watched. He did a live stream this morning. If you guys can catch or subscribe to Logan and Jamie on Going Grays and watch their videos and stuff, they've got the subscribers now to get monetized. They just need the hours. So if you can catch them on a live stream or watch a video, do me a favor and please do that. Saying Ron John, yeah, because he that's he has 2 phones. One phone battery died, and he has 2 different names on the phone, Ron John and G.I. Ant. So straight on the government's voice, why make you cry? Yeah, like I said, man, I seen this one French guy, and I picked up a little bit of French, and his wife obviously spoke for she could speak it, and me and my wife were there on getting my renew my visa, and he's just going off on these guys, and all his wife is doing in Thai. My wife is telling me all she's doing is apologizing. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. And the guy and the gal were both standing there going, just smiling and shaking their head. And I knew exactly what they were going. there ain't no way we're gonna ever help you. You're gonna be here. You're leaving. Goodbye. Yeah, come back tomorrow. Yeah, okay. Just absolutely hilarious. And like I said before, I is it a pain in the ass? Yeah, it can be. But you're especially in the retired aspect of it. You're retired. So if you go in there and they want another piece of paper, what's the big deal? Go get the freaking piece of paper. Come back the next day if you don't want to go back that day. But like I said, if you're last time they use the analogy, okay, I'll go try to find that paper and I'll be back tomorrow. Oh no. Just go out the door, turn right, then take a second left. They'll do it for you in 10 minutes. Bring it back to me and I'll bring you right up in front of the line. You know, that's what you get if you just don't question, because you'll go in. It happened to me. Go in. They'll say, okay, can you get this, and this for us? Yes, I'll be back tomorrow. Okay, come back tomorrow. And oh, well, we don't really need this, and this. We need this, and this. And you're just wanting to just scream at the top of your lungs. You couldn't have told me that yesterday. But again, you're retired, so it's another day. Because if you get a different person, it could be a totally different what they need. You go to a different province, it could be totally different than what they want in Pachuca Kurikan than what they want in Surin, or what they want in Buriram, or what they it could change, and it depends on, did they have a bad day or bad night? They're just human. They're just like anybody else. Are they going to take it out? Sure. I don't like this Frank, or I don't even like this Thai guy, or whatever it is. They can do what they want, and it's up to them. There isn't going to be, can you go get your boss and find this out and come over, and what did the person tell you? Yeah, okay, and then just walk away. I mean, it's just stupid. If you, like I said, I'm battling with the stupid little things, but the big things that matter, I've pretty much got under control. I can bite my tongue and just smile, and yes, I'll give you anything you want. Not a big deal, and you'll get everything that you need. And like I said, if it takes you 2 days to get your visa, if you don't need a visa, a company to do it for you, it's 1,900 baht. For your retirement visa. Under $60. So, trust me on that one. And if you can learn the little things and not be a hothead, which I'm a lot better than I was 30 years ago, it will help you out also. Yeah, you got to. There's no doubt. Yeah, it is. And once you do it, does it help if you have a significant other or someone like that a friend, whatever, that speaks Thai? Sure. But once you've done it a couple of times, my wife's got a suitcase full of every paper you could possibly need, and I think Paige does too. When Chuck does his, he's got a whole, everything that they've asked for over the years. I haven't done the marriage thing yet. I don't think I will. I don't think, unless they change, we want you to have 10 million baht in the bank and then, or bring in this much. I won't do it. And mainly because I heard it's a pain in the ass. So, if I have to, I have to. I'll do whatever I got to do. Let's see. There we go. I think getting your visa next year will be easier, Dave. Last year they were under a lot of pressure. Recently things have eased up again. Yeah, we'll see how it goes. It's February, I think mine is, it'll come up before I know it. But yeah, because I pay that much, and then I pay for a multi-entry, I think is 2,800. It's like 3,000 baht or something, right under 3,000 baht. And the only reason, if you're not going to go traveling, or if you're not planning on leaving multiple times, then yeah, you have to pay, I think it's 1,900 for each one. So anything over, 2 or 3 of them or whatever, it would be better. But I've heard horror stories about people that are intoxicated that I just got my, my retirement visa and we're going to party it up. And they go and they leave and they go out twice and don't realize that they needed needed an entry to get in, and then their visa's null and void. Now they got to go through all the crap again. Is it that big of a deal? Probably not. But it's going to cost you another 1,900. So I figured you just buy the multi if you have the money. If you don't have the money, you don't have the money. But buy the multiple entry pass, and then you're covered for anything. Not that I don't drink, so I'm sure I wouldn't stumble out of the country, but it's just a good safety deal for the amount of money. But I think it's 28. Can't remember. Let's see. What time was it now? Wow, it's already been an hour and 30 minutes. I thought I was going to do like a 45-minute live stream today. Let's see. We have. Did everybody see the house? You guys want to see the house again? I could put it up while I'm rambling, and I could still talk. But this was a couple of days ago, so they still got to paint the front there. But you'll see. I'll let you guys just watch. Save the what? Save the headache. Yeah, that's my thinking. My guy, like I said, if you don't have it, you don't have it. But it makes life so much easier. Do I need to get it? Do I have to have that? Should I do that? You don't have to worry about it. Just do it. You can leave whenever you want, come back whenever you want, and that's what I was hoping for, because I've got a brand new, big, thick passport now that's got one page with my visa on it, wide open, and we were supposed to go to Vietnam, Cambodia, Laos, all the stuff around us. We just haven't gotten to it yet, but it's kind of a pain, a little bit of a pain, because we're building the house. So it's making it. We were talking about you earlier, Scott. Richard of Richard Travels stopped by, and what was it that he was looking for? It was anything to do with software sales, and I can't remember. I told him about you and you getting work, which is awesome. But I don't know how to. I wish I knew somebody that could help him. He never did answer you, did he, Aaron? Did he fade off before that? Time flies when you're having fun. Yeah, exactly. Is it 3,800? Is that what it is, Andrew? That sounds right. Something 28 or 38. But it's still, what is it? 30, 60, 100 120 bucks. Yeah, that sounds right. 38. You're right. Hello. Yeah, it's getting there, man. It's getting there. The back area where that's where he is right now. That's the apartment. His bathroom's done. He's ready to move in. I said I feel sad for him because he's living in the back of his mechanic shop, but that's where he lives anyway. Where he fixes the scooters. He's the one that did the wave for me, and he he can't move in there until after the house is blessed, and the best time to bless the house is in January. So he's got all of October, November, December to do it, and he's showing it on Facebook and stuff because he's trying to get him. He wants a wife. I don't know how old he is. If I had to guess, he's mid-30s or something, maybe something like that. Yes, for multiple 38. Okay. Nope. Yes. Sounds right to me, Andrew. Hello, Andrew. Return. Scott saying hi to everybody. But if he does offer those services, I may have him do some work for my company. Yeah, well, that's what. If you get a chance, send him something on an email, or maybe I'll try too. I hate to see him. I don't know what he does. He was open for anything the last time that I had talked to him, any kind of sales, but maybe any kind of software sales. I don't know. But, I feel, man, can you imagine? He said he's 54, I think, right? I couldn't imagine. I couldn't imagine. Everybody's saying hi to Scott. Yeah, man, he it's not an easy life. Anybody that's been in the services, as far as I'm concerned, you should have just got. They should have just taken care of you for the rest of your life. Just my opinion. Seal up that border. All that money you throw away on every illegal person that's here could take care of any veteran. I'm just it's a little pet peeve of mine, which I'm sure I'll lose some subscribers, but it's just the way I feel, man. Me. I don't hold back much. That's for sure. But software sales, yeah, I don't. And I don't know what were you asking him for, because it went over my head, Aaron. It went over me. Whatever Aaron was asking him. Let's see here. I wanted to look at something. Oh, wrong page. I wanted to look because I'm getting ready to. Let's see if, unless anybody has. Okay, no one has done anything on the community page for the boating trip. I'm going to let it go a couple of more days, and then I'm going to either talk to a few people like Tim, maybe me, and maybe Mitch, and try to put together 4 or 5 guys and do it, or I'm just gonna. I don't want to hang her out, stretch anything out. So, but it doesn't look like anybody. Baldy, I know he wanted to go, but I don't want to. I don't mind laying out the 22,000 baht to get it on the road, but I don't want to be the only one standing on the boat the day that we're leaving. So I'll do that. I'll let it go a couple more days. So if you want to go on the fishing trip or look up the sailfish, and they do everything. You can bring your significant other. We can go snorkeling half a day. We can go fishing. I'd rather bottom fish and fish for food that we can eat, or fish that we can eat. I'm sports fishing. I've had my fill. I don't need to. I didn't need to experience it last time, but somehow I got it thrown at me. But tell me about it. Was I'm gathering five fishermen. So what it came out to was about $100 each, and I was going to be the 6th one. I was going to throw in as a fisherman. So there was going to be 5 people fishing, and then me. So it was going to be around 3,200 baht or whatever, around $100 US, because that seemed to be a number that everybody felt comfortable with, whether they had money or didn't have money. She couldn't supply. The places are all booked, but she of course was gracious. Tim knows them, and said, if you need to, just let me know and I'll book them for you. I'll find you a place close to the boat and whatever. So if you want to go and I want to go, and Mitch tells me he wants to go, and we get 5 or 6, I don't have a problem doing that. But I put it up it's on the community page. I told people, if you want to do it. Baldy said he wanted to go. Jim at one point of Jam, Jim and Meow, Jim said he wanted to go. So if we could put together the 5 without, going through, a bunch of people that I don't know, maybe I do or whatever, I would do that. But I'm going to only go maybe one more week because I don't want to string her out. So, yeah, it's like nothing. And like I said, and then she said you could have 10 or 12. So, out of the significant others, you could bring a couple. I think we said that could come for and eat 8 total. And then anybody above that was 1,000 baht. So if somebody just wanted to come with their girlfriend on the boat, right, Tim? I mean, it's an awesome boat. It would cost you 1,000 baht each for a whole day excursion of probably going snorkeling, because I just can't see us sports fishing the whole time. It's up to you guys. I won't even be fishing, but I'd rather fish for something to eat. If you catch tuna, now I'd want to slice up a little of that and eat that raw on the boat. But if we can put something together, then fine. But it's going to be put together with me, you, Tim, talking personally with Mitch, maybe talking personally with Jim, maybe trying to get a hold of Baldy. And like I said, I don't have a problem sending her whatever money she wants. I just don't want to be the only one standing on the dock when I get there and say, okay, let's go. That would be a little bit more than I would want to spend for a trip, but $150 a piece is nothing to me. For a full day excursion, go try to get a boat like that, take you out. You'll see how much they cost. Yeah, for the whole trip. Yeah, it was 22.5, I think. And that was for 8 people, I think, is what she said. 4 to 5 people fishing and the rest just enjoying themselves. So we'll have to see. Tim, I think it's for November. Yeah, I was looking November 15th is what I looked at, Tim. November 15th. And if you do, I can talk to you straight on, and we can figure it out. Because I don't think I was going to say maybe we'll just schedule another one around the same time when Aaron's going to be here. But last time I had talked to Aaron, he may not be coming until next year. So he might not be coming in December. So we have a couple of options. And like I said, it's open. If somebody wants to go on the community page on my main GottoLoveThailand YouTube channel, it's there. Just make a comment. Yeah, I want to go. And then I'll get in contact. We'll put us all in a line group and we'll get the date nailed down. That's just one that I picked out. It's a Wednesday in the middle of the month. So if somebody can't make it that date, she said the 16th and the 17th, she's got something else happening, or the 17th. So there's some days in there that can't, but it can be moved a little here and there. That was one I already picked up. But, it's an awesome, I don't know if you guys have watched that video, but I mean, it's an awesome day on the water. I did show it once. Can I still show it? Let's see. My little intro video file. What is it? Last week. No. Music. No. Me too. The hardest part is going to be actually finding it. Was it in here? Might have been. Let's see. No, it'll probably take me 9 years to find the thing. But anyway, if you go on the channel and you see the fishing video, this was a little intro for it. Oh, I know where it was. Let me try one more thing. I think it was in here, maybe. Fishing intro. Can I do that? Let's see. Something's coming. So, top notch, everybody here. Tell you the truth, I don't know. Probably get a copyright on that. That's the one music I was talking about. Top notch, everybody here. Absolutely the best day fishing I've had in 4 years here in Thailand. The boat is just outstanding. So like I said, I don't know. Maybe I'll keep it open for another week. I just don't want it to get too close, and it's probably already too close because we're already in October, but I could probably go another few more days, and I'll see about trying to put something together. Tim saying, or Aaron saying, planning to be in Thailand in December, but don't know if we're doing Phuket. Oh, okay, that makes sense. But it was an outstanding day, man. I mean, it was a hell of a lot of fun, and it wasn't like it was a short day, man. We left I forget 8, 9 o'clock, and we didn't get back until dark. So it was after, it was later. But just a great time. So, like I said, I'll talk to you, Tim, directly, and then we'll see if anybody pops in. The people that had shown interest in it before, Baldy, Mitch, and Jim, I'll try to get a hold of them, and then I'll wait maybe another, like I said, 3 or 4 days, and I'll try to put it together. And if we can do it, we'll do it. I know you want to go, don't you, Tim? Or what does that date look like for you? You really got to go. All right, Ron. Pink hand waving, man. And I'm going to go pretty quick here. It's been an hour and 45 minutes. So on that little deal, I want to thank everybody for being here, for subscribing. If you're not subscribed, please think about it. It's free. I'm appreciative to everybody that subscribes to this channel. You guys are top notch, freaking awesome. And just so that anybody doesn't know already, Richard from Richard Travels did my intro and my outro for the live stream here. He is a great guy, and I hope everything works out for him. And anything that you guys could do, if anybody knows anything about the software sales on the internet, he is well versed in that and is looking for some opportunities somewhere. So anyway, let me find the outro here and say have a great morning, afternoon, or evening, depending on where you are. And I will catch you on the next one.